All right, welcome. Today, we're jumping headfirst into the German language. But listen, this is not about memorizing a bunch of words. No, we're going on a journey to decode the really fascinating and sometimes kind of surprising logic that makes German, well, German. So let's get right into it.
Okay, let's kick things off with a classic German tongue twister. I'm going to say it slowly. You can try it with me. 10 Pflanzen in 10 Zimmern macht 10 Zimmerpflanzen. So what does it mean? 10 plants in 10 rooms makes 10 room plants. Simple enough, right? But the real magic here isn't in the meaning. It's all in the sounds. So those really sharp, distinct sounds, they're thanks to something linguists call affricates. And look, it's just a fancy word for two sounds getting smashed into one. So that Z in saying, it's not just a Z sound. It's a hard T that flows right into an S. Tss. And the PF in Flansen, it's exactly what it looks like. You combine a P and an S sound. Pff. It's this kind of efficiency in the sounds that gives German its really sharp, unique rhythm.
Okay, so we've gone from sounds. Now let's build our way up to full conversations. And any good conversation really just starts with a good question. We're going to start with the open-ended ones. The kind you can't just answer with a simple yes or no. Here are your essential tools. The German question words, or what they call W-Fragen, because they all start with W. And the rule here? It's wonderfully simple. The question word always goes first, and it's immediately followed by the verb. So if you want to ask, why are you learning German? It becomes a super direct, why learn you German? Warum lernen Sie Deutsch? You see that? There's no extra do or are in there. It's just clean and straight to the point. Now, let's get into one of my absolute favorite parts of German grammar. This is where you really see how precise the language can be. See, in English, we just use the word where for, well, everything. But German makes you stop and ask yourself, are we talking about a fixed location, a destination you're going to, or a place you're coming from? First up, we have wo. This is your go-to for any static, unmoving spot. You want to know where someone lives, where a building is, where you left your keys. You use wo. Think of it as where at a fixed point on a map. Next, we've got wohin. This one literally translates to where to. This little word is all about motion towards a destination. So if somebody is walking or driving or flying somewhere, you're going to use wohin to ask where they're headed. The direction is the key here. And to complete the set, we have woher, which means where from. This is all about the starting point, the origin of something or someone. It's how you ask where a person comes from or where an object came from. So let's nail this down. Wo is for a static location, wohin is for the destination, and woher is for the origin. It's just a beautiful piece of linguistic logic, isn't it? So what about the questions you can answer with a simple yes or no? Well, for this, I'm going to let you in on a brilliantly simple trick. I want you to forget all the complex ways we form questions in English and just think like a caveman. Okay, here's how it works. You start with a normal English question, right? Like, do you learn German? Now you strip it down to its caveman English core. Just take out that helping verb, do. What are you left with? Learn you German. And believe it or not, that structure translates perfectly into elegant German, lernen Sie Deutsch. It's just verb, then subject. It really is that easy. Let's try this with our friends Nils and Nina, Neanderthal. We asked them in Caveman English, understand you guys English? And that translates directly into perfect German, versteht ihr Englisch? And their response, as you can see, is, no, we don't understand English, but we speak German. It's just a fun, kind of goofy way to remember the word order and get it right every single time. Okay, we've gone from tiny sounds to full sentences, and now we're going to tackle something truly massive, numbers. And in German, when you think big, you write big. I mean, forget spaces, forget hyphens. We are about to build some truly epic words. Take a look at this number. This is roughly the net worth of BMW heir Stefan Quandt. So in English, we'd say $22,430,300,000. That's a lot of separate words, but in German, it becomes this magnificent, single, unbroken string of letters. Let's try and say it. 22,430,300,000. It's just a perfect example of how German absolutely loves to compound concepts into a single logical unit. One big thought becomes one big word. So how in the world does this work? Well, the rules are actually pretty straightforward. Basically, any number under a million is written as one long lowercase word, no spaces. But the words for million, million, and billion, miljarden, they get treated like nouns, so they're capitalized, and they're also where you finally get to add a space on either side. A little breathing room for the really big numbers.
Okay, your turn. Take a good look at this number, 47,805,450. Based on the rules we just went over, how would you write this out as one big German number word? I'll give you a second to think about it. The answer is 47,805,450. It's kind of like a fantastic puzzle, right? And it leaves us with a final thought to chew on. Is language just a tool for us to communicate? Or does the way it's structured actually shape how we see reality itself?